Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today is the 26th of May, and today is the Wednesday before the monthly expiry. And we have a pretty interesting situation building up where we have maximum put side open interest at 15,200 and maximum call side open interest at 15,300. Today would have been a relatively difficult day for non-directional strategies because we're in the buy the dip sort of situation where calls lose immense amount of value as we dip in the morning and all very quickly double, triple, and even quadruple once that dip gets bought. So regardless, it was an all right day for me. I took a 1.4% stop loss, which is perfectly all right given the kind of moves that we saw in options prices. What's happening lately is options prices themselves are quite low because they are pricing in overall not much of a move, not just on an intraday perspective, but across multiple days. But the intraday volatility that we see leads to large fluctuations in option prices, which makes it difficult to sort of gain much from being partly right that the market is going to be range bound. Even if you are right, it will be very difficult to hold on to a position because your mark to market might really balloon. Today, I decided to take a stop loss mostly because we were breaking the day's high once again, and we were not seeing call unwinding. Which so when you break in a particular direction, but positions against it are not unwinding, now one of two situations that play out. Situation number one is that level gets defended because there are a lot of people who have interest in that level being defended, and the other, which is the more dangerous aspect, is when everyone decides to cut their position at once. Like when I exit, there was about 55 lakh of call open interest at 15,300, which was the same when the spot was at 15,270. And as we kept heading higher, there was not much call unwinding happening. Then we became 10 points in the money with that particular call, not the call I had shorted, but yet the OI was not coming down, which can be dangerous. At that point, you know that if there is some kind of short covering triggered, the premiums might really go ridiculously high, and there's nothing that can be done to control it. So that being the case, that's why I took the exit. You don't need to try and end every day in green. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you had a good trading day, and I will catch you tomorrow for the expiry. Take care.
Want to meet like minded traders and discuss option strategies, adjustments, and more? Just type in Discuss Nifty in your Telegram search box and join the friendly trader community.
Good morning, ladies and gents. We are looking to gap up today at around 15,050, and global cues more or less last night were mum. There was a little bit of a sell-off in US markets, but it held stable towards the end, and futures are now in the green. So overall sentiment is relatively positive. We are capping up, and from an OI perspective, there is a good amount of call writing at 15,300 and good support at 15,200 as well. So we're seeing dips below 15,200 get bought. More or less, that is the rough range. Now, the idea for today is today being Wednesday, one day before the expiry, we should see a good amount of decay in OTM options. So the idea will be to let the market settle in for the first 5 to 10 minutes and then probably take something like a 350 point strangle and manage that through the day to capture whatever we can. We'll keep you posted. Today, what will be interesting is to see if we once again test the 15,300 range, in which case the shorts that are built up here at 15,300 might get a little spooked and have to cover, considering that we're not dipping too much below. Each dip, we're not even heading as low as 15,150, and we get bought up quite quickly. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. We'll keep you posted. The time is 9:11. I've just entered the position, was initially entering the 15,100, 15,350 call, and had to quickly move down the calls to 15,300 due to the down move. So the idea will be where there seems to be maximum amount of positions built up of 15,200 is the point which we will choose to neutralize the delta. And meanwhile, we start Heading towards the day's high again, we'll have to square off the 15,300 calls and move them back to 15,350. So that's the plan for now. We'll keep you posted. At entry, we are down about a little more than a point due to the kind of move that we saw at the entry. Okay, so clearly a lot of put writing happening at 15 to 100. There is call writing happening as well, but more amount of put writing than call writing. Now, since this is a 200 point strangle where these calls have the potential to get covered to oblivion, I don't want to take that risk, but at the same time, I won't get much value from rolling the calls to 15,350, and Unmove will explode these puts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll away the calls as well as the puts and reduce the overall uh, risk reward curve of the entire position. So yeah, is buy that back, sell the 15,050, and buy that back and sell the 15,350. So that way we are just widening the range of our strangle itself. Basically, you can say this is risking off the entire position. The reason I'm doing this is far more likely we head back up at least intraday above 15,250, and that will explode the calls quite which lost quite a bit of value in the morning. So these calls heading up in price is the fear. So the entire position has been risked off. Have moved all the calls up to 15,350 and all the puts down to 15,050. The good thing about doing this is our risk reward now becomes much flatter. We have a wider range to work with, and I can wait almost till the day's high is tested. At least yesterday's high is tested of 15,300 to take any kind of big corrective action. Um, yeah, see these calls exploding is more or less what the fear is. Because at least for a swing, it's totally possible that we head to 15,250 and then we'll have to see what happens there. But in the process, these calls will gain a lot of value. Yeah, so have wrist off this triangle to something that should be relatively easier to manage as long as the range remains small. Okay, 10 o'clock update. Not a lot is happening. IT is very strong, and apart from strength in IT, there is not much happening on Bank Nifty, just hovering around 34,500. And what is happening is, yeah, slowly, without much of a spot move, the calls continue to expand because they were definitely on the underpriced side. And as soon as we held 15,200 and start heading slightly higher, everyone who was short calls had to start covering, which is why we got out of these calls when we did. Regardless, the 15,350 call also expanded, but not close to the extent of the 15,300 and moved the 1550 puts up to 15,100 because of the kind of put side support that is building up. We're seeing far more in the money put writing than we are seeing in the money call writing. And yeah, there are almost 53 lakh contracts at 15,200. So that becomes the maximum put side open interest. And yeah, we're not seeing any unwinding on the call side. We're just seeing call side addition, people using up moves to also then once again sell calls at a better price. But more or less the range of 15,200, 15,300 has a lot of interest built up. And yeah, probably the most likely spot of expiry also in between that range. But for now, our range is pretty good, which is 250 points. We are roughly 140 points away from the put side and 110 points away from the call side. We'll keep you posted. For now, we are down less than a point, a little more than half a point. The thing is, premiums are not so high that non-directional spreads by now in like not so long ago, about a month or two ago, would have already given you uh, close to 5 to 10 points of decay by this point. But the thing is, even with delta management, the thing right now is prices themselves are low. The expectation of movement on the spot is very low. So you're not getting the benefit of the buffer when the fear of movement was higher. Okay, the time is 10:30 and the short covering up move really exploded these calls. They went all the way up to 35. I had to manage them by moving the puts up to all the way till 15,200, move them up to 15,100, 150, and then to 15,200 to sort of deal with that. Now, I had to also reduce position sizing for the additional margin needed to move up. More or less at this point, I am down 1.5% on the capital used, and I can afford another 3 point loss before I have to just cut the entire trade. So here the idea is there has been quite a bit of spike in IV in the premiums, wherein the calls have expanded far more than what the puts have lost. So that being the case, will not be taking too quick an exit because we're still holding in the range. We've not taken out yesterday's high. As such, yesterday's high is closer to 15,295. Right, so we've not taken out yesterday's high. This is why I'm not in a rush to cut the entire position altogether, and we'll have to wait out the IV spike. Can't do too much about it immediately. So market always gives a very good welcome back once you take a 1 week break from trading, and yeah, interesting day. It's still a Wednesday, so should be in favor of taking credit, and should see a considerable cool off on the call side as long as we hold range. So we start testing 15,250. The second we test 15,250, we'll be moving the calls to 15,300. That's more or less the plan. Okay, starting to test 15,300, and that could lead to some kind of a panic short cover. So to get out of the way of that, have squared off the 15,350 call and moved it to the 15,400. Have also squared off just in case there's the rejection. Have also squared off the 15,200 put and moved it to 15,150. So on a spread like this, even if we get 5 points, which is what is realistic, that should benefit us from currently where we are. We're down around 1.5%, and that's more or less what I'm going to go for, because it's like the way options are being priced lately. We are not pricing in any move, and any move at all leads to, at least from an intraday perspective, gain in value of non-directional spreads. So um, an idea is to now test how lucrative it is to probably take long strangles at different points of time and have targeted profit targets and stop losses in the given market that we are. Um, we'll keep you posted. Time is 11:07. Still, somehow managed to keep the market the same as what it was from earlier, despite the up move. Time is 12:30. Um, what is happening now is, so the put writing that is taking place at 15,300 has come to a halt, more or less, and the call unwinding as well has come to a halt. So a large amount of positions at 15,300, but the number of calls that were getting unwound definitely stopped, and now there is actually call writing at current prices and put writing as well. So a lot of positions building up around 15,300. If you look at the overall OI, there's definitely a lot more calls written, and there's about 55 lakh calls written at 15,300 versus the 30 lakh OI on the put side. But that being said, what seems to be the at the money short straddle premium of around 120 gives us a range of 15,280 on the downside and 15,420 on the upside. So that being the case, right now this triangle is trading at 38 change, and my idea is to take a stop loss at 41, and if the stop loss doesn't hit, then just trail into whatever additional DK can be got as we head into the day. That's more or less the plan. I'm also looking at Bank Nifty IV over a period of time. So right now, Bank Nifty, so if you consider this the range, and it's been trading between 24 to somewhere in the range of 40 in the upper range. So this has been the range of Bank Nifty at the money IV. Currently, it's definitely on the lower side, and my idea is to take another calendar spread sort of situation. So the idea will be to keep the strikes at 33,000 and 37,000. That gives a very good range. So sell this when you're taking middle month, which is at this point will be considered the far month options. It's better to stick to 1,000 round numbers uh, because liquidity will be the least problem at those strikes. So more or less, this is the trade that I would want to take on the Bank Nifty, possibly towards the close of today. This gives us very good break-even range, and even though we've selected the same strikes, we are middle portion, and of course this payoff will not be accurate because there can be a continued IV or fall in IV, in which case we might actually lose in the middle, but should give us a pretty good return. So in the middle part gives us close to 3% return. Obviously we won't hold it till then, and there will be different adjustments at different points, but yeah, the idea or the life of this trade would probably be to return 4 to 5% on it. It gives us a very, very, very good range of more than 10% on the upside and downside. So it's pretty good. And in case there is some kind of a move, the spike in IV will greatly benefit whichever long option is getting closer to the money. This is a trade I'll take towards the end of today. We'll keep you posted. Apart from that, not a lot, just trailing in the stop loss on this triangle, which is quite wide. Even if we see some kind of spurt over 15,300, I don't expect this 14,400 call to expand too much. Regardless, we're still trailing in the stop loss at this point. Okay, we're taking out the day's high, and it's a good enough cue for me to just exit the position. There's no point. The thing is, there is a huge amount of call side open interest that's built up on at 14,300, and we're breaching that. There's just not as much of a reward to stay in a non-directional trade, and also since I'm down 1.5% on the capital used, not on the overall capital, just on the capital used, it's a good enough reason to say you don't want to be in the trade anymore. Today, for any kind of non-directional strategy, would have been really crappy, uh, and it's just one of those days. Good way to make the market welcome you back. So one way of thinking about it, the most likely strangle that I'm going to take tomorrow as well is going to be the 15,200 and 15,400 if we open around 15,300. So one way is, okay, it's almost trading at 48. Why not take it and hold it overnight? Because I just don't trade that way. Now the question will be, okay, you're expecting the calls to blow up. Why didn't you yourself buy the calls? I just don't trade that way. I have taken a loss, but this loss happening on today had a much lower probability, and over a long enough period, if you run the same trade on Wednesdays and manage it more or less as I did, it'll be a higher success rate to failure. So I wouldn't exactly call this a fail. It was just one of those days which was not for non-directional strategies. And once my threshold of what I'm willing to take. So currently, my positional trade is using up about 60 lakhs of margin, and 3 crores is what is available to me. I've taken slightly less than a 1.5% loss. That's good enough. You don't have to win all battles on the same day, and you don't want to get into that state where your loss just gets bigger and bigger because you didn't take it, right? So Thank you so much for watching. I'll keep you posted. I might be taking a calendar on Bank Nifty. So I'll keep you posted. Okay, change my mind. I will wait for tomorrow's monthly expiry to finish and then take whatever trade I want to take for the next month on Bank Nifty. I mean, the condition should more or less hold good that IV should continue to remain extremely low. And yeah, at that point, I will take the trade. The reason is today's up move and a lot of what will happen today and tomorrow will be because of the monthly expiry, that is tomorrow, and taking a positional trade with a 30-day view when a lot of positions might be slightly manipulated at this point of time does not make sense. I'm also considering moving up this 14,900 put to 15,000. uh, that will give me a good amount of credit and additional 16 points. But I will wait till whatever has to play out tomorrow plays out, and beyond that can make any adjustments. Otherwise, this double diagonal ratio spread is doing really well. Overall, it is making us about 70,000 or so. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a good trading day, and I will catch you tomorrow for the expiry. Have a great day.
Thank you for watching. Please post any questions you have in the comment section. Also, do not forget to like and share the video and subscribe to the channel. To find us on Twitter, Telegram, and Facebook, use the username NiftyBN. Also, we post some of our trades to the community tab, so do not forget to check that from time to time.